everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica and today I have my update for Child of the 80s. This is a painting project that was created by Jaylon. She's going to be linked down below. It is all about the 80s. All of the pop culture, the music, the everything of the 80s. I love it. I grew up in the 80s. I was not born in the 80s, but I was a child in the 80s. And I love this project. I'm trying to remember if this is year 3 or year 4. I don't really remember. I don't know. It probably will say in the title of my video. Wow, I'm having brain issues tonight. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. So yeah, there was 80 prompts and I am aiming to do all 80 of them, which is kind of crazy, but I'm doing 10 at a time. So like in the intro, I brought in 10, then the first update, I brought in 10, so on and so forth. So I'm going to be bringing in 10 more this round, or not this round, this update. And I do have some rollouts, which is kind of cool, and some things that I'll talk about that are continuing on. This is a year-long project. There's going to be a spreadsheet down below of everyone that has joined in. Of course, Jaylon's going to be linked down below because she created it. So go check her out. Go show her some 80s cheesy love. All right, let's do this. I am just going to start at the top of my spreadsheet. I'm not going to go over everything that is in here because not everything has progress since the last update. I'm just going to talk about the rollouts, and then I'm going to go in order. So I do have rollouts. I do have things continuing on, and I do have 10 roll-ins. So starting with I'm So Sure, that was actually like the first prompt, and that is something that's ridiculous product, ridiculous packaging. I have to move my my Kindle because yeah, I have like a Kindle Paperwhite, even though I read on my phone too. Read a whole lot. Anyway, yeah, ridiculous packaging. It's cute, but ridiculous. I mean, can you even store that anywhere? No. So this is the Glam Light Pizza Palette. I have the shade Pineapple, and I am attempting to use that 5 times. I do actually have that on my eyes today. I have 3 of 5 uses done. It is currently in my makeup basket, which is why it's on my eyes today. And I am really hoping that I can get my final 2 uses on this before the next update, because I would like to roll it out and, you know, have less and less stuff covering my poor little desk here. Next up is the Goonies, and that is an item that was hard or an adventure to find. So I brought in the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Ringlet. It is such a pretty, pretty color. My goal was to use this 5 times. I did that, and now that one is going to be rolling out. So I'm going to set that off to the side, and we will go on to Neon, and that calls for something neon. Duh. And it literally says duh in the prompt, which is very fitting. And I brought in Coastal Scents Hot Pot in Bright Neon Pink. My goal is to use this 5 times. I've used it twice so far. Sadly, this is not in my current makeup basket, and I'm kind of wishing I had put it in my current makeup basket, but I digress. Maybe I will remember to do that next week. Moving on to Nintendo, that's something that's fun or addictive to play with. And this palette definitely is fun and addictive. It is the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette. I really like this palette a whole lot. I wanted to do this No Pan Left Behind style, minus this one because that one is done. I was able to do that, and I'm going to be kind of sad that I'm putting it away because it's so pretty, and it's, seriously, is this perfect for springtime or what? I'm sure I will bring it back out at some point, but you know, I am trying to not touch everything in my collection this year, but I do want to rotate through it and touch a lot of things. If you're wondering why I keep reaching down, I have a heating pad on my knee right now, and it was trying to slide off, so that is why. Let's move on to Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I just want to go Bueller. Yeah, that's a product that's wild or outside of your comfort zone. This isn't just red lip. It is a orange red lip. This is Buxom Infrared, and I wanted to use this believe it was 5 times. Yes, 5 times, and I was able to do that. And I will say that I did mix it with other things, and I'm not wearing it now. I don't know why I'm like pointing towards my lips, but I did use this with other things. Otherwise, this would have just been way too bright for my face, for my skin tone, I think. But it's nice. It's red orange. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, moving on to Uno, an item you only have one of in your collection, and this is by brand, and it is Juvia's Place, the Nubian Glow palette. It is beautiful. It's orangey, and that's what it looks like. I wanted to do this no pan left behind style, and I did it. I used it. It's so pretty. I really should use that more. I should pull it out a lot more. Moving on to Jelly Shoes. That is a product with a jelly-like texture. Jelly Mutt Shadow. What else could I possibly use? This is Mojave Moves. I wanted to use it 5 times. So far I've only used it once, and it is in my current makeup basket, so hopefully I can get more uses on it. This is my first look out of the current makeup basket, and I really wanted to use pineapple, which is why I put it in this basket. And maybe tomorrow I will use Mojave Moves. All right, let's get moved on to Perfect Strangers, and that is a new item in your collection, and that is this. It's a new brand for me. This is from Sarah Creel. It is their tubing mascara. It's the back of the cab tubing mascara. I have it in to finish, and I brought this in last time, maybe the time before. I don't know. I either brought it in last update or the one before. I am using it now. If it's, I don't remember, like I said, if it was last update or the one before, but I know I had another mascara that I had been using. This is my only mascara that I'm using right now. It's not the only mascara I own, but it's the only one I am currently using, and I'm enjoying it. It is not like the most amazing thing, which I think I said in my makeup basket yesterday, but it is a nice product. If you want, if you like a tubing mascara, you probably would like this. And it does a good job coating your lashes, but it's not going to give you like these false lash look kind of things that some other mascaras do. It's a good basic everyday mascara, everyday tubing mascara, and I'm enjoying it. All right, let's move on to Just Say No, and that is something you don't like or you hate. I would say don't like. I don't hate it. I'm finding ways to work with it. This is the BH Cosmetics Wild and Free palette, but it's the shade, which we all know is my favorite, the blue. And I have this in for 5 uses. I've only used it once. So I need to get 4 more uses on it. It is in my current makeup basket. We shall see if I can get any more uses on that before the next update. I hope so. I really do hope so. Can I get 4? I don't know, but we'll see what happens. All right, I want my MTV, and that is something that reminds you of a song, musician, band, etc. Essence, Coral Me Maybe, Carly Rae Jepsen. I almost couldn't say her name, but yeah, that's why I brought this palette in, and I did it no pan left behind style. There's only 4 shades in here to play with. I was able to easily do that, and now that one is rolling out. I believe that was my last rollout, but I have one more product that I'm going to talk about in at least, you know, until I get to my roll-ins, and that is Blockbuster, product that you used to be hyped or is discontinued. Wow, that was very grammatically incorrect. Product that used to be hyped or is discontinued. Words matter. And I brought in the Coastal Scents Rice Powder. Coastal Scents is a discontinued brand, and I am attempting to finish what was in this little container. I filled it up, and hopefully you can see I'm making good progress on it. It is not currently in my makeup basket, but it frequently goes into my makeup basket. I do think I can probably be done with it or very close to done with it by the next update if I manage to put it back into my makeup basket. I am working on a Franken powder right now, and I'm enjoying it. So we'll have to see what I feel like finishing up first. So that is everything that is rolling out, everything that is continuing on. Now I have a pile of stuff over here for the next 10 prompts. Things are rolling all over the place on my desk. So let's do these next prompts. Push it, salt and pepper. Push it good. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head now. A product that you push out of its container. It can be twist. There was a lot of different suggestions, but it didn't fit in my spreadsheet. But there was, you know, there was some suggestions in there. So I went with a lipstick. This is Coastal Scents LS07 for lipstick LS. And look at me, I'm pushing it out of its container. It's twisting. So that is, you know, the one I jokingly call concealer lips with, you know, some other stuff on the end of it because I mix it with other things because it's way too light for my lips. I'm going to attempt to finish this one. I know that's kind of crazy, but I've got until the end of the year to do it. I'm going to see if I can finish it. I can't say that I'm not going to Franken some of it because I fully intend to, because I have some ideas coming up in my head, but I think I can finish it. And we'll just have to wait and see how far I can get with that. All right, moving on to the Terminator. That is a product that won't quit. It looks like it's quit. This is Bare Minerals Truffle Lipstick. It's not in here. If you've been following me for any length of time, you know where it is. I melted it down in here. Have been using it off and on as a cream bronzer. It's a little dark. It's a little red. But, you know, I want it done this year. So I do intend to Franken some of this. And I think I'm going to be Frankening some of this into it. And then something else. I'll have to figure out what else I want to put with it. So it's not quite as red. Though the lipstick may tone it down enough. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I would love to have this done. So my goal is to finish both of those lipsticks in some form or fashion. All right, moving on to How Rude. And that is an expensive product. I mean, it's not like stupid expensive, but it's not drugstore cheap either. This is the Urban Decay Liquid Moon Dust Shadow. It is in Space Time. I have attempted to pan this multiple times. I'm getting lower. You can see where I am. And I want this done this year. So I figure if I put it in this project, then I will focus on it. That is my goal, to attempt to finish that one. Most of my goals will not be to finish in this project, but a few things here or there. I'm going to set that goal. This next one is definitely not to be finished, and that is Pretty in Pink. Obviously, that's something pink. And I have brought in another Jelly Much from ColourPop. This is No Rest for the Vivid. I'm just going to put this in for 5 uses because this is not something I can wear on the regular. And there is a ton of product in here. 5 uses, that's going to be good enough. I am going to be able to play with it, get some progress on it without, you know, feeling committed to it. Moving on to Relax, and that is a favorite bath product or something you use to pamper yourself. This is something that I use to relax, though maybe not in the traditional sense, like, you know, using something in the bath or, you know, that kind of thing, like a bubble bath. But this, to me, it's aromatherapy, which I find relaxing. This is the Mary Tyler Grapefruit Essential Oil, which I have to open and smell it because grapefruit's one of my favorite scents. Oh, it's like invigorating and relaxing at the same time. I love it. I would put this into finish, but I don't have that much time. And this is a 4-ounce bottle, and it's to like right here. So I'm just putting it in for 3 uses. I know it's not a lot, but I gotta smell it again. Oh, man, it's so wonderful. I probably should put it in for 5 uses, but I'm gonna just do 3 because, you know, We're only going to be at 40 prompts, so we're only going to be halfway through the roll-ins. And, you know, I'm going to have to roll more stuff in next month. So 3 uses, I think I can handle that. Sun In, that is a brightening or lightening product. And I am bringing in a highlighter. And this is BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle palette. And I am going to be working on syrup. And I just want to get 5 uses on this. It is a well-loved palette, as you can see. Maybe someday I will pan it. I don't know, but baby uses right now. All right, moving on to Yo-Yos, and that is a product you can't decide how you feel about. It's blue. It is blueness that goes on my eyes. So this is the NYC in the Navy eyeliner. I just want to get 5 uses on this. I may or may not use it on my eyes. It is technically an eyeliner, but I do use blue liners to use on my lips. If I have a lip color that's too warm, I will put a little blue in there to cool it down. It works for me. That is probably how I'm going to use my 5 uses on this, but we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. All right, we're winding down. We've only got 3 more here in front of me. So the first one is the Walkman, and that is something you have purchased or used over and over and over and over and over. And I probably will continue to use this over and over and over. This is the I&M Out the Door Northern Lights. I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but it's a top coat that's a quick dry, but it's got these holographic glitters in it. It needs to be shaken up. But it is, I&M Out the Door in general is my favorite top coat for quick dry. But then the Northern Lights has those hollow glitters in it, like those micro glitters. And I just love it so much. Yes, I will purchase that again and again. And thank you, Sally's Beauty Supply, for carrying it. I love it. All right, moving on to the Lost Boys. So that is going to be a black or vampy item. I thought about bringing in an eyeshadow. It's actually called Vampy, but it is too close in color to one of the shades, one of the harder shades that I have in my Better Together pan, that palette. I just couldn't do it because that shadow is going to be hard enough to finish anyway without bringing in competition. So I went with something black. It is black eyeliner. It's super easy. This one is e.l.f. It is the cream liner, and that is obviously in the shade black. 5 uses, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And the very last one is Strawberry Shortcake, and that is a product that smells fruity or is fruit themed. So I'm going with Glow Recipe. This is the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Gloss Balm. I had it incorrect on my spreadsheet, and I knew the moment I saw it that I had typed it in wrong. So I am just bringing this in for 5 uses. It's got plum in the name, and it smells fruity. It does kind of smell like fake plums, but you know, plums nonetheless, which is a fruit. So that is everything for this update. I am glad that I have a bunch of rollouts this time. I am currently at 18 rolled out, which is kind of cool because now we are at 40 products in that have been rolled in since the beginning, and 18 of those are done. 10 of them just rolled in, so I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I could be doing better on some things, but I'm working on it. I will get there, and look forward to bringing in 10 more products next month. Hopefully I can have even more rollouts. Definitely go check out Jaylon and everyone else that has joined in. They're going to be linked down below. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.